Quick question. What happens when you have a huge amount of money against a very limited stock of products that gets replenished very slowly and that the prices of these products skyrocket? Well, we get inflation. Of course, this is not the main reason of it, but this version is the one that mattered for this topic.
Since prior Extinction Retro, this game has been suffering from its use of its currency, prices, and some coupons mounted later. Right now, the game is going through an amber crisis, where there's only two types of people. The high elites that have millions and millions of amber, and the rest of us. Recently, they tried to help in this by making some questionable changes in the amber gains in dinos, masteries, and boost, like soft capping the amber gain of big dinos at 150 per minute, but other boosts like Nest, Territory, and Game Pass boosts will still affect, as well as Elders giving more. However, this has caused outrage in the community, and rightfully so. It is, in my humble opinion, that all these economic changes had the right idea, but the worst execution I have ever seen. Let's use a scenario that can help us understand the problem. Let's say you just started a job that gives you 20 bucks a minute and you have a 4-hour shift. You will get 4,800 bucks for you to spend in nice clothing or invest it to get a better position in the company. I know that's not how investment works, just follow the flow. After buying this new product, you now get 32 bucks per minute. You have a steady growth and you enjoy it. However, your boss then adds different ways to get money, like walking, eating, and doing your job for a certain amount of time for some big bonuses. Not only that, but you can also do some extracurricular activities like picking up trash in exchange for coupons, that each is worth an equivalent of 100 bucks per gram. A small piece of trash is 12 grams, so you get 1,200 bucks. For free, of course. A medium size is 50 grams, so you get 5,000 bucks. A big piece is 120 grams, so you get 12,000. And you can even find golden pieces. One of them is 2 kilos, so you get 200,000 bucks. And the last one is 10 whole kilos. All of this can be used whenever you want to discount new products for you to invest in and get better promotions. These products get more and more expensive, but secure you more and more revenue. However, you can also change the looks of your product to make it better suited for your preferences. But these are also expensive. But worry not, because you can also look for some lost objects that discount you a huge amount of money from those skins, 75% to be exact. So, you like this skin that costs 10k bucks? Well, redeem some of those lost objects and now you get to pay only 2.5 thousand bucks. And also, remember those pieces of garbage you were collecting? Well, they also can be exchanged for discounts on said products, upwards of 75% discounts. Say you like this beautiful product that will give you a good time as well as a good revenue over time, but it is 300,000 bucks. Well, by exchanging 3 kilograms of trash, you now don't have to pay 300,000 bucks, you now have to pay 100,000 bucks. And not only that, they add a loyalty program based on points. Whenever you do your works, you get points that accumulate until you get enough to redeem juicy rewards as well as boost in revenue gaining. So, the growth ends up being exponential. The higher you are in the production tree, you get richer even faster. And not only that, your bank account has unlimited capacity and no taxes. So now you have so much money and enough coupons and lost and found objects for you to never worry again of prices. Then you go to the stock market and try to buy something and there's nothing on stock. Odd, but you ask the manager and they tell you that they restock every 4 to 8 months, and these restocks only bring 1 to 3 small value stocks, 2 medium value, and 2 extremely high value stocks. But that's not a big issue. You can just buy the high value stocks and oh, you must buy the other smaller value products and redeem enough points in them so you have the stock market deem you worth it to buy the highest value. Anyways, it's just a waste of time because you gain so much money that the lost money is gained tenfold. And all of that in 1 month. You will get more and more money until the next restock. You end up gaining so much and have so many coupons and ways to discount that you will never spend it all. This is just damaging the stock market to the point that it breaks. One day, you notice that laws were changed so that the revenue gain can surpass $150 a minute without any boost for every single product, and the rewards of the loyalty bonuses got absolutely obliterated by 95%. Well, anyways, it doesn't matter because you still own absurd amounts of money and only keep gaining more and more without any restrictions. Everything is good. For you, at least. For brand new investor, you get less and less money every time. The loyalty rewards don't give enough for you to buy better stocks, and these stocks don't even get better in terms of time to revenue obtained ratio. You see the problem? The game tried to make it easy for the player base to get better dinos, gave them fossils, masteries, gemstones. All of this will make them spend virtually nothing for new dinos and skin. Like, say, you're Monstaquilla with 52 million amber. You have been playing for so long that you're almost guaranteed to have millions and millions of fossils and thousands of gemstones. Rise and Fall Part 1 releases and you want Dinosaurs. So you master Gigantoraptor, because you already mastered City Patengali. You gain 275,500 amber to get the option to unlock the goose. But because you're a Gigachat, you also finish stage 5 of Gigant's Mastery, getting a total of 703,000 amber and 2,754 fossils for stage 4 and 7,029 for totally mastering Gigant. Dinosaurs is 2 million amber, which will be a big hit for your net value. But you spend 30,000 fossils and now Dinosaurs is 50,000 amber. And when it's only amber skin being a million amber, you just used your gemstones and now it's just 250k. In total, for unlocking Dinosaurs and buying its skin, you should have spent 3 million amber, but now it's just 750,000 amber. This is a full price Acrocanthosaurus plus its canis skin, an unkillable behemoth for the price of an underpowered pseudo-apex. Not to mention the mastery rewards. It will always be a net positive for these players, whilst the new players will struggle to get the fight with dinosaurs. Even more now that the mastery rewards were nerfed by 95%, which means Gigants no longer give you 703,000 amber and 7,039 fossils. You now get 228,000 amber and 2,278 fossils. And you pay 100,000 amber for that turkey. It will always be a net loss compared to before this nerf. The changes had the right idea but atrocious execution. Decreasing the mastery rewards is understandable. I mean, I don't think that a free dinosaur should give you more than 100k amber by just mastering it. So, it's understandable. Soft casting the amber gains? Yeah, it's kinda understandable. At least for non-apex dinosaurs, as they are relatively easy to get. In a weak playing consistently, you can get Bara, the Bison, Diplo, or Iggy. So a max amber gain being 150 is normal and even expected, because of their status as pseudo-apexes. but decreasing mastery rewards by 95% and soft capping every single dinosaur's amber gain to 150, including apexes, whilst not doing something about those who already own millions and millions of amber, and giving even more ways to spend less amber for dinosaur and skins. What the f were they thinking? I usually take this gray line between supporting the community and the dev team, but I cannot take the development team side in this. Did y'all really think that these changes will help the new players and stop the elites? They still have those millions of ambers, and the rest of us, well, we get bare scraps. Nerfing every single way to gain amber just ends up screwing with new players that, sure, will get eventually the bigger dinosaurs and gain more amber, but it will take them approximately 2 months for a casual player that plays for 1 to 2 hours to buy the majority of non-apex dinosaurs, and every time they buy a big dino, they will start from the bottom once again. If only they would have decreased the rewards by 35 to 50%, even 60% I could understand. It will still be enough amber to encourage players to master dinos to get amber, and sure, they should be aiming for the boost rather than the amber and fossils, but it's still a lot of time used to get the higher stages. But now, it's not worth at all. In my case, as you should already know, I'm a free-to player. I prefer to use my casual gaming to give unbiased opinions and showing the most normal amount of time a casual will be in PE on whether something is good or bad. Well, as of writing this script, I finally got the option of buying Dinocarus, used all my fossil, and still have to pay 1.6 million amber. I have 700,000. I wanted to master big dinos to get amber, but what is this? This is not how you stop an overflow in the economy. These changes were bad. These changes didn't help the economy. The only reason the economy didn't fall at all is because they haven't raised the price of all dinos by 300%.
Okay, now it's time for me to go a little bit to the developer side, for they have made some changes that have potential and, surprisingly, the community was very happy for it, for the most part of course. The 1st of September, they changed the amber gains for starter dinos and early game dinos up to Kentus Wave up to 50%. Also, 4 of these dinos will get a 2.5 times amber bonuses from their normal gain, quests, and mastery rewards, if I'm not wrong. This cycle started every Monday. This, well, is nuts. This is an amazing and revolutionary change, as well as a step to the right direction. There is now a very small gap between the early game dinos and mid tiers in terms of time to amber gain ratio, especially with the weekly bonuses with now rivalry with pseudo apexes. Mid game dinos are a change of pace and different gameplay mechanics, while also giving more amber by default than early games. However, there's a big problem regarding apexes. The controversial amber gain soft cap. Oh boy. Now, this is another of those good ideas, bad execution changes. This change basically kicked those who spent their time and resources to get Apato, Kairos, Terry, and Stego. Now, in power, these are monsters of course, well worthy of their time, but it's only in power. If you want apexes and use them, the only way to take advantage of them is now beg for someone to fight with you. Before, your time using Apexes was rewarded with nice amber gains. Also, this encourages players to keep their Apexes alive because their death will mean to lose that juicy amber gain, and then you will have to wait 2+ hours to get back both the power and the amber gains. And now, Kentro can have the same amber gain as these dinos. The idea was good, but giving the middle finger to those who earned apexes as a result is flat out rude. Not to mention Eldering. Elder Apato, one of the hardest dinos to elder. You have to keep the biggest dinosaur in the game at over 80% well-being in a server with more than 50 players for 840 minutes, barely scraping the 12-hour mark, checking for megapacks, sneaky predators attacking while you sleep, or those street terrors that will appear. You do all that just to have 255 amber per minute. Now, of course, there are boosts given by masters, but mastering Apex is so hard that the majority of players don't even bother. So they have 5% to 15% boost for something slow, hard to grow, at the maximum. But now, a Kentro, a dino that everyone has, and these Apex wielding players have it mastered, because if they have Stego, they had to master Kentro. Kentro now gets 248 with all the free boosts. For all the boosts, you get an approximate of almost 400 amber per minute. A Kentrosaurus has no restrictions, is fast and easy to grow, as well as having more flexibility with its quests. Also, the 95% nerf to the rewards and masters, which alongside of quests was the best way to get amber, but now is... First of all, raise the mastery rewards by 50 to 75%. So for Proto, instead of 14,000 amber, now it will be 21,000 or 24,500 amber. Raise the amber gap for Apex tier dinos to 200 at least, so that those who use their time, resources, and sanity, or buy with Roblox, get their time spent as in-game currency. Not to mention the 75% discounts for dinos and skins. It's very overpowered. But I can see that many players can't get that 75%, for they may not have enough fossils. But skins are the other stories. If you know the spawns of gemstones, you can get that discount easily, especially for citrine, prismarine, and rubies. But anyways. Also, this is the most important part of all these changes. Give a goddamn amber cap to the amount of amber you can have. It doesn't matter how many changes that you do. It doesn't matter how many times you buff the starter dino's amber gains. If there is not a cap on how much amber you can store, nothing will matter. You will just end up screwing the economy even more. I'm certain that if the game had an amber cap from the beginning, we wouldn't be in this situation. Maybe not. So, how much does this capsule be? Well, there are two options. Option number one, and the most easily agreeable, have a universal cap of 5 to 10 million amber, so the rich won't get richer, but still can help the grinders to get the cap, and there won't be a rise of the prices for future and even current dinos. The second option is a little bit more controversial. There should be just a cap that is a million amber over the current most expensive dinos. Like right now, Apato is the most expensive, being 3 million, so the cap should be 4 million. And whenever they add something more expensive, like say Dinosuchus, who will be 4 million, then raise the cap to 5 million and so on. But what will happen to those who have more amber than the cap? Well, that amber will stay. but they can't earn anything anymore. Also, this will mean that the current Amber leaderboard should be eliminated. But there must be something to compensate all those souls that got there, like an exclusive skin, a unique tag, or an eternal discount to the dinos they buy. I believe that these guys earned to be there. They played not even hours, months, showed extreme perseverance and patience, and also, Monstaquilla deserves something exclusive. I mean, look at that difference. There's no way someone will have overtaken that in the near future. So a skin, boost, and or a name tag will be a nice touch. Also, there's the infamous Amber donation, giving players the option to share their Roblox friends Amber of their choosing, either to help their newbie friends to get a nice dinosaur, or just philanthropy, if there's any semblance of benevolence in P players, of course. Also, this will help vets to get rid of huge amounts of amber whenever they want, instead of waiting for any new skin of dinosaurs. However, this might never be added because, for some weird reason, the community doesn't want this feature. Whenever someone brings this suggestion in the feedback channel, it's always full of negatives. Why? Is it something that bad? I don't really know, but whatever, I guess. If any of if any of the dev team is in the comment section right now, please can someone explain me why Amber donation can't be added, or why the community is so uphold to adding it? Please, I know you're watching this, G-Man and Jaco, I know. Also, there should be other ways to use Amber, but that is just way too much work for the devs, and I don't want to either kill them or be killed by them. The current economic crisis we find ourselves in this game can be resolved. However, it will take some extreme measures to stop it in the single update, like what happened with the Master Reward nerf and the Amber Game soft stars, being these added at the same time. Problems like this must be taken with a lot of caution and with plans for the future. But after seeing the last update, I am confident that this can be fixed without us entering the Great Amber Depression of 2023. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If there are other suggestions to help in this problem, please put it in the comments. If you are gonna have a debate, please be respectful with each other. Have a good one, and la fórmula cuadrática es